Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will be first on the attack. The Hoosiers had no problem as they ran away from the Boilermakers the last time they met.
And that was a game Purdue fans want to forget. They made way too many mental errors in that one. It really was Purdue.
Yeah, and I guess Purdue needs to produce today if Purdue wants to do something special.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Hoosiers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quick release by the QB. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Running to Green. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Hoosiers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Some misdirection with the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Gore. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Purdue's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On the run, fires downfield. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The old Oaken bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further, 1891. Alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win a bucket. No, but I mean, I think the history of it's cool, but Jesse, when you make it a trophy game, it's just so much more fun. It's so much more energy. It's so cool. You're going to celebrate with it. You're going to go grab it right after the game.
Yeah, you know, both Purdue and Indiana, they're hoping to add a score, a date, the city this game was played in. Someone's adding a P or an I to the old Oaken bucket.
He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Use the play fake now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old Oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead on Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating.
Time to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Purdue! Once he got some room, it was over.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. They'll go to the ground. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Hoosiers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Into the secondary on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point was good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Well, on 2nd and inches, the offense tried to catch the defense napping, and they took a shot, didn't get it. 3rd and inches now, you got to do the obvious thing and run it. And the defense completely stuffs you. Now you got 4th down. What do you do if you're on offense?
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks. Made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides the back on the option, the give. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Guys, they call it the battle for the Sunshine State. Florida State and Florida, a game that resonates from Tallahassee to Gainesville, and we've got an update. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The hidden yardage, the big Special teams coming through.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Makes the grab over the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Got the first down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell. These RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And what a catch! A diving grab down the right side.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Hoosiers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Handoff from the gun. Sweet cut there. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the inside give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Gore. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. He wants to throw it again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his target down the middle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. The last time they punted it went back for 6. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old Oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Purdue and Indiana plays out.
The Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The give from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give to the fullback. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
I tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers. And then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a 1st down, big fella.
Rolls it in. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floating away. And some room to work. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Bradfield. There he goes! He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The Hoosiers are taking control of this game against the Boilers.
IU speeding away now. You can feel the momentum shifting towards Indiana's sideline. Purdue's got to do something now to get some of that back.
Oh, they can feel the bucket in their hands already. The rivalry game, they've done a great job handling their emotion, taking the lead. Now they just got to finish.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one, setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bradfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Hoosiers are on the move. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Still deep in their own territory, 2nd and 6 from the 15. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Pitts. Fires to the middle. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
48, Purdue, 21. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
42 Spider.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Vincent. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense has struggled, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You have got to make sure you end up with the football.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers are in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Pitts. Makes the grab. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They go to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Long drive going, but this 9th play will be a 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right right around the goal line. The Boilermakers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's moving out of the pocket. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. This time he's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This time around, the old Oaken Bucket will spend the year in Bloomington as Indiana beats Purdue. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching